Imagine this. At this very moment, you hold the power to become a man who is unshakable, a man who is calm in the face of chaos, a man who does not let emotions dictate his actions, but instead moves with logic, strength, and unwavering composure. But how, you might ask? Today, we dive deep into the Stoic mindset, an ancient philosophy that has guided men for centuries, a philosophy that teaches us how to control our emotions, navigate relationships with wisdom, and stand firm in who we are, no matter the situation. Think about the last time you were tested when emotions ran high, and you felt the urge to react instantly. Did you maintain your composure, or did you let the heat of the moment dictate your actions? This is where Stoicism shines. It teaches us that while we can't control external events, we can control how we respond. A Stoic man does not allow emotions to rule him. Instead, he observes, assesses, and makes decisions based on reason, not impulse. But in today's world, many men unknowingly sabotage themselves by making critical mistakes in emotional situations, especially when dealing with women. These mistakes weaken their presence, erode respect, and leave them feeling powerless. So in this discussion, we'll uncover 10 things men should never do when faced with emotional situations. These are the traps that many fall into, but you won't. Because by the end of this, you'll have the tools to remain strong, centered, and completely in control. Let's begin. 10 things men should never do in emotional situations. 1. Do not react emotionally. A man who reacts emotionally, yelling, becoming defensive, or lashing out, loses control of himself. Women will test your emotional stability, and if you crack under pressure, you fail that test. Instead of reacting impulsively, pause, breathe, and respond with logic. 2. Do not try to win the argument. In emotional conflicts, logic takes a back seat. Many men make the mistake of thinking they need to prove themselves right. But arguments are often about emotions, not logic. A Stoic man values peace over pointless battles. He chooses his words carefully and knows when to disengage. 3. Do not apologize, just to avoid conflict. Apologizing to keep the peace might seem like the easy way out, but it sets a dangerous precedent. If you apologize when you've done nothing wrong, you reinforce emotional manipulation. A Stoic man only apologizes when he is genuinely at fault. 4. Do not engage in passive-aggressive behavior. Silent treatment, sarcastic remarks, or indirect jabs are weak forms of expression. They indicate insecurity and a lack of control. If something needs to be addressed, address it directly. If it's not worth addressing, let it go and move forward. 5. Do not let her dictate your emotional state. Your emotions are yours to control. If a woman is upset, anxious, or angry, you do not have to mirror her emotions. Many men fall into the trap of absorbing negativity. A Stoic man remains grounded no matter how turbulent the situation. 6. Do not lose frame. Losing frame means letting the other person dictate the flow of the conversation and your reactions. If she is emotional, don't match her energy. Hold your frame, stay calm, confident, and in control. The moment you lose frame, you lose respect. 7. Do not over-explain yourself. The more you explain, the weaker you seem. Many men feel the need to justify their actions excessively, hoping to gain approval. But a man who knows his worth speaks clearly and concisely. If you said what you meant, leave it at that. 8. Do not try to fix her emotions. You are not her therapist. If she's upset, listen, but do not take responsibility for making her feel better. A Stoic man provides stability, not emotional validation. Instead of trying to fix the situation, acknowledge it and let her handle her emotions. 9. Do not let one argument shake your confidence. A disagreement does not define you. Some men internalize arguments and start questioning themselves. A stoic man understands that conflict is temporary. He remains secure in his identity, no matter what is said in the heat of the moment. 10. Do not stay in a toxic cycle. If a woman consistently disrespects you, manipulates you, or creates chaos in your life, walk away. Your peace is priceless. A stoic man chooses wisdom over attachment and never sacrifices his self-respect for a relationship. Final thoughts: mastering emotional control isn't just about keeping your cool. It's about reclaiming your power. A man who controls his emotions controls his destiny. By avoiding these 10 mistakes, you position yourself as a man of strength, wisdom, and resilience. The world will test you, but you will remain unmoved because you are in control of yourself. So the next time you find yourself in an emotional situation, pause, reflect, and respond, not react. That's the mark of a true Stoic. If this message resonated with you, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more lessons on how to become the best version of yourself. Now go forth and remain unshakable.